Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. My name is Khalid Latif. I serve as the university chaplain at New York University and the executive director of NYU's Islamic Center. And I think one of the key things that the previous speaker spoke about was an absence of awareness and information about this tragedy that's taking place right now in our time. I think as people of good conscience, those who are motivated by morals, values, and ethics, we have to really reflect on why it is that we're exposed to certain narratives and stories, and why certain stories of oppression, inequity, and injustice we're not given access to on a daily basis. That our intervention into societies abroad tend to not be for just the pursuit of the things that we claim for at times. But when a land does not have natural resources or oil that we need to use to fuel our homes, when we're not in a place where we can benefit from what they have access to and what we want to utilize for our own existence, suddenly the fact that they share humanity with us is not enough for us to go and do for them what it is that we have capacity to do. For so long we have said that we will not let certain tragedies take place again. Over and over and over we say that in our time we will not let it happen. On a global level, Islamophobia exists in ways that we can't really imagine. That you have concentration camps right now in China where 800,000 to 2 million Muslims are interned because of the faith that they practice. You have genocide taking place in Myanmar, where literally people are being burned alive day in and day out with their entire belongings and possessions in front of them. And we live in a time where the word refugee suddenly has a negative connotation to it. When we look back a generation from now, we're going to have to determine what side of the line we stood on when these kind of tragedies took place. And to understand the root of it all necessitates us being people of value that recognize that you don't have to be Muslim to stand up for Muslim rights. You don't have to be a woman to stand up for women's rights. You don't have to be black to stand up for black people's rights. And an attack on any of us is an attack on all of us. Where we right now have sisters and brothers who have not seen their families for years, who are worried to come on the microphone and speak as representatives of their nation, not because they're scared of what would happen to them, but what might happen to their family that's in those camps right now. And so today, when you go back to your home, you understand and recognize that your standing up here can't be for you to feel better. But you want to think about how your standing up today will get you to stand tomorrow in the face of every inequity and injustice. To challenge narratives that you have been exposed to that cause you to question your own community and how it might be complicit in a global Islamophobia machine that is enabling our Uyghur brothers and sisters to be forced into this kind of lifestyle because nobody even knows what's happening to them. And how is that anything but the most disgusting indication of what it is that we as humanity are capable of? When the time comes to call upon your local electeds, make sure you do so. When the time comes for you to engage politics at every level, make sure you are voting not for just the person who puts dollars in your pockets, but who understands that there's an entire global community that is forced to endure atrocity because of how we choose to live. And know that you can make an active difference in this cause. That if we stand in the hundreds today, each voice going and sharing the story of our Uyghur brothers and sisters will then amplify and multiply so that nobody can ever come to a microphone again and say that we didn't even know that this was taking place.
You need it.